turn the radio off right now and listen to The Chris Miles Show.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today we'll be discussing the difference between a professional criminal and a crime. Welcome to the Chris Miles Show.
What's happening, people? What's going on? Good evening. Good evening to everybody. Welcome to the Chris Miles Show. We are going to lay out some very important points this evening. Mr. Producer and I worked on this long and hard. This is something that we really need to talk about because a lot of people have the information misconstrued. What's the difference between a criminal and crime? Mr. Producer, what's going on with you, my man? How you doing this evening?
Man, everything's going good, man. Today is a great day, wonderful day, man. I'm ready to jump into this subject.
Right, exactly. It's something that we need to jump into. I sent you over some information earlier, and you quickly kind of went to the dispute aspect of it, as to say that I guess you was under the impression that it wasn't necessarily factual. But we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get in that this evening and unravel that.
If it wasn't factual, well, Donald Trump wouldn't have posted it.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, we're not gonna get into all of the hoopla dealing with that. What else is on the radar, Mr. Producer?
Oh, man, shit, not much, man. Just kicking back, man, and finna enjoy the upcoming new year, man. Ready for this thing to start over.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. So you jumped past Thanksgiving and Christmas?
Yeah, man, I ain't getting enough for Christmas. So I'm ready for the new year, man.
Okay, all right. Well, let's with the criminal and crime shit going on. Let's hope that we both get a chance to see it. What you think? Huh?
I mean, the way some people talk, we ain't gonna make it, man.
Yeah. Which is part of the reason why we are engaging into this show this evening. Mr. Producer, you have we were talking about a lot of our young people, right? Some of the things that we are or we're going to embark on this evening as far as talking about.
Right.
I seem to think, I was talking to a good friend of mine out in L.A., white guy. And he was saying that, he said, man, what had happened is government has removed the black fathers out of the home, and everything is dependent upon the black mothers. And what happens is there's really no structure there. So we're gonna.
I mean, you got some pretty capable women out here, but there's still nothing like a man's leadership to make the tough decisions, to do all the dirty work. Women don't like to get their hands dirty. So,
right.
So that's what a household lack the structure. A man is the first line of defense. So he gonna make all the tough decisions. He gonna get down and dirty. He gonna give everybody discipline and structure. He gonna build a foundation. He gonna plant the seeds, and it's up to the women to nurture it and water it.
Right.
But so that women don't usually like to get their hands dirty. So you remove the father out of the house, then it becomes turmoil. The mother compete with the kids, or the mothers compete with the daughters, and the mother's raising soft, pussified little boys. So yeah, it's total destruction.
So, according to you, Mr. Producer, is there a solution for that problem?
I mean, we gotta build our community back together. We got to, the men gotta fight harder, and the women gotta, the women they got to understand that there is a problem with our community, and we have to come together. We have to come together to build a stronger nation.
Mm-hmm.
Or we'll keep getting more of what we get.
Well, we're gonna try to break that down this evening. So, Mr. Producer, let me ask you this. You have somebody that you've been practically engaging on some subject matter, right? And one of the things that we had been basically talking about was, as far as what the topic is this evening, the difference between a criminal and the difference between crime.
Right.
Okay, now, what most people out there need to understand, Mr. Producer, is that you have actual criminals. You have people out there living a life. Let me.
No, I'm just agreeing.
Yeah, I know you're
with you.
agreeing, but I'm saying you got people out there that do shit based upon their criminals.
Right.
This is how they feed themselves and their families. Like here, one of the big things that we have going on is they steal what?
Cars.
Hellcats, right?
Yeah.
All right. So the Hellcats are going to the chop shop, but what I'm saying is, this is a criminal. This is how they're feeding themselves.
Right.
And our native city is need more or want more. You understand what I'm different? You understand the difference? Like, in other words, it's a situation where these young men out here, they might see you driving your Mercedes.
Right.
Okay. Down in Montgomery. Like, okay, they see, oh, damn, that dude got a Mercedes. So they're going to do shit to try to get on that level to get the Mercedes. Here, people don't care nothing about that. Why? Because they're criminals. And they know if somebody come to them and say, well, I got an order for it, what they going to do, Mr.
They're
Producer?
going to get it and bring it to them.
Come on, man. And it's what? It's how they're feeding their families.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Even top dollar for them parts.
There you go. I saw, matter of fact,
Montgomery ain't got no chop shops like that.
Listen, man, that's exactly. I saw yesterday, Mr. Producer, a dude. I had my grandson with me, right? And I saw a guy driving a 6-cylinder, an RT Charger. Yeah. Wide body. And it threw me because when I looked at it, all of the things that, had all of the shit on it, right? I noticed the hood was different. Then you know how I was able to tell that it wasn't a Hellcat? I looked at the brakes on it, the Brembos on it. Yeah. It had the standard brake calipers versus the HRT. Sport. Yeah. It's got that big caliber on it. Yeah. It's got to stop the car.
Got to slow that bitch down.
So, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what we're dealing with. Even from the aspect, Mr. Producer, when you're dealing with people being unalive, right?
Right.
The crime is different. Like the guys here that's doing crime. Let's take Thug. Thug and them are criminals, bruh.
Right,
they criminals.
Right.
These guys ain't, in Montgomery, they them guys doing shit and they run it, they'll do shit they run. These guys here, man, like these guys are doing shit, they put it in the music and they let you know what it is.
Right.
There's a difference.
They got a crime syndicate.
There you go. There's a crime syndicate.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
They organize with what they doing.
That's why they hitting them with what? The RICO statutes.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? So, Mr. Producer, man, let's get into this. What we got? We got some statistics, right?
I don't know which one you want to bring up.
Either one.
You got that white woman you wanted to bring up. What about that white woman?
Come on with it.
I'm saying you wanted to start.
Yeah. Matter of fact, let's do that. As a matter of fact, we were supposed to. I want to touch on that.
Rosalina Carter.
Yeah.
First lady who championed mental health dies at 96.
Okay. All right. Jimmy Carter Boulevard. This year, they're Georgians. Okay. She apparently passed away today. And the reason why I asked you, and I wanted to start the show off with Rose Carter, was for the fact that when you look at Andrew Young and some of the other blacks that was a part of Jimmy Carter's cabinet, he was the first to give blacks an opportunity to be a part of the federal side of things. Matter of fact, Myron Thompson, who is a federal judge down in Montgomery, Alabama, President Carter, Jimmy Carter, appointed him.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Jimmy Carter is one of the most hated presidents of all times because of what?
He gave black people a chance.
Gave them opportunity. And they call him the worst president of all time. Matter of fact, Mr. Producer, there's war right now going on in the Middle East, correct?
Right.
Okay. Do you remember when the hostages, were you born then? I don't know. I don't think you were born. But the hostages during the Iran was holding hostages, or they were students, but they were Americans, and they were over in Iran, and Jimmy Carter was the president. Do you know Ronald Reagan cut a deal with Iran to keep those hostages there up until the point that it caused Jimmy Carter the election. And right when Ronald Reagan went into office,
they cut him loose.
Damn. And I'm going to try to get the story, but one of the guys that recently died say they had been bothering him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying it's the stuff that goes on. And they hated Jimmy Carter and Rose Carter for the opportunities that they provided for blacks. Now, let me say this. Andrew Young went to Egypt.
Right.
To broker a deal with the Egyptians. Do you know they put pressure on him, on President Carter, to get him out of his cabinet after that? Because he was trying to broker a deal with the Egyptians, and you know all the stuff that's been going on over there, like now.
Right.
That was going on back then.
Right.
You understand? He had Anwar Sadat, and I forgot the other dude, the president of Israel then,
right?
The prime minister. Okay, and I'll pull it up here shortly, but I'm just saying, Jimmy Carter was one of the ones that gave blacks the first opportunity to represent, be a representative in his cabinet.
Yeah.
I mean, quite naturally, you had what's the guy named Bill Clinton, and then you had Obama.
Yeah.
Then you got Joe Biden, but Jimmy Carter was the one that kind of opened the door for blacks to go in to represent.
Pursue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, man.
So and when it came to building houses for the homeless and all this stuff, him and his wife was always there. So for that reason, we wanted to pay tribute to Rose Carter. Bring her back up, Mr. Producer. So, like I said, we want to just pay tribute, a moment of silence for this lady, out of respect for. They tried to be fair and balanced. They really did.
Yeah.
So, rest in peace, Rosalind Carter. All right.
All right, man.
So, back to the issue at hand, Mr. Producer. I need those statistics, and it doesn't matter which one. Let's bring up the one that you said your man put it out there, so it has to be fact, right?
Heads up right now. Man.
Okay. You know that's a lie, right?
Is it?
Yeah. So why would you think that it has some type of validity to it?
Well, I mean,
okay, it says
a lot of black on black.
That's true.
7%. That's a lot.
But you know what, Mr. Producer? Let me say this, right?
White killed by black.
Blacks killed by whites. Blacks killed by whites.
2%.
2%. That's not accurate.
Is that the only part that's not accurate?
Blacks killed by police. 1%. 1%, Mr. Producer. 1%.
I'm saying 1% of black people.
I mean, you can Google it.
You know what I mean? I'm saying is it 1% of black people as a whole? Or I'm saying like, you know, it can't be more than 1%, man. If it's more than 1%, that's a lot of people. I'm saying if you're going by statistics of how many black people are in America,
Mr. Producer.
that's still a lot of people, 1%. If police killing 1%, that's still a lot.
Listen, the thing it says that is not true.
What I'm saying, man, just educate me, man.
Okay. Well, you have your phone. You operating everything. But the point is, when you see incidents happen,
Right.
when there's an altercation that ensues, it's always an altercation between who?
The cops
And black people. See, the people that put this out here, and this is the thing, Mr. Producer. Trump put this out here. He had an agenda for doing what he did.
Right.
Okay? That's what I'm saying. And so when you put out disinformation, Mr. Producer, when you put out disinformation, a lot of people will say, well, you are basically setting the standards for being dishonorable and dishonest. And this is why black people as a whole have always had an issue with him. Because the statistics of that, this guy, the president posted that. So quite naturally, if somebody puts something out, they assume if it's coming from the president, you're assuming that's supposed to be what?
It's supposed to be factual.
It's supposed to be factual. But it wasn't factual. It wasn't factual at all. But what we're going to do is I want you to bring up, give me the other statistics out here because we want to talk about that. Yeah, we commit crime amongst each other. But why are we doing it?
Which one is it? The blue with the red?
Doesn't matter.
Bring it up. I'll bring one up. It's a percentage of African American suspects in TV news crime
versus NYPD data.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Okay. All right. So this was percentage. suspect arrested who were African American. We got somebody that's posting a mess. We'll come to you in a minute. Were African Americans 2010 to 2013. Percentage of African American suspects and reports. What is that? 18, 14, 12, 31, 14. So this here is the numbers. The numbers are high.
Right.
But you know, this is the thing, Mr. Producer. There are a couple of things that I want you to understand. The reason the crime element is what it is in our community, okay, is for what? We lack
resources.
Well, no. The key element to all of it. No, it's not. It's not resources. It's not opportunity.
Jobs.
That would be opportunity.
Oh.
The thing we're lacking, Mr. Producer, is a sense of nationality. You see what I'm saying? If I see you as...
Gotta elaborate.
Okay, and I'm going to do that. If I see you as my brother, I see you as a king, I'm less likely to go out there to do something to you, right?
Right.
Once you think about something.
I think so.
Over here in Atlanta, you got... everybody has stores in the black community, right?
Right.
Wonder why is that?
I mean, it's the majority black city.
That's well, okay. So the reason that they have stores in our community is because we lack nationality.
Oh, you said everybody. I thought you were saying a lot of black people had stores. My bad.
What I'm saying,
you said other nationalities. My bad.
So what I'm saying to you, Mr. Producer, is we lack nationality. So the whole point is if there's a sense of nationality, we're less likely to go out there to hurt or harm each other based upon we have a sense of nationality.
So you need to break it down a little bit more. Like, so the fact that let's say we Asian, like what so knowing that we Asian, how is it because we stay true to our culture or our teaching?
Right.
Or,
so let me share something with you, right?
Okay.
I went over to H Mart yesterday with my family, right?
Right.
My daughter and son-in-law, right? So, in H Mart is it's an Asian store. Like, you know, you go in there, you got a lot of exotic fruit, you know, fish, everything in there. Shit in there high. It's extremely high. But right as you go through the door, there was this lady, they had like this called a Korean pear, right? So my son-in-law goes up and, you know, like if you go into Costco or somewhere, they have like the little food displays. So he goes in there and he, you know, it's right, the lady right there at the door when you come in. So he goes in there and he gets a sample. It's like about that much. Wasn't a big piece, right? He gets a piece of the pear. And the lady, man, looked at him like he had unalived her daughter. Like the look of disdain. And you heard him earlier when we were talking about it on the phone.
Yeah.
The look of disdain, Mr. Producer, was just, it was unbelievable how this lady looked.
I'm saying once she out there giving out samples though.
Yes, but hold on. This the thing, right?
Yeah.
So you know, I observe everything, right? So this very attractive sister came in with two of her kids. The little boy walked up to the thing. You know what the lady did? She moved around in front of the stand.
Yeah.
Like okay, so we got this is the pears right here, right, on the stand.
Yeah.
She went around in front of the stand so he couldn't get a sample.
A dirty bitch.
And you know what I did? So when they got down, I pulled the sister to the side. Say, she said, yeah, he reached around and got the lady, and I'm you know, but I didn't see him reach around her. But and so I pulled her to the side. And I said, "Do you see what this is? Like, did you see what she did?" She didn't grab it. I broke it down to her. So when I said something about it, she was like, man, I go there. I said, no, you ain't got to do all of that. I said, that's why I don't like spending my money with a lot of these people. And this goes back to the Tasha Harlan situation. This is why these people are able to fuck over us like they do.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, Mr. Producer, these people have a federal crime bill, bruh.
Yeah, they protected.
They're protected federally. Like, we going into their stores, you would think that, okay, people, and everything in H Mart here in Atlanta, this shit is expensive. Like, you going in there, man, like, they got, like, a fucking box of cereal like this. That shit, $7, $7.99. But I'm just saying, man, like, these people, like, despise us, bruh. And this is what I'm talking about. When you look at the aspect of the criminality aspect of things, like, when I'm talking about, you got brothers over here that come from Chicago, they come from New York, different, Wisconsin. They up there doing shit. They bring that criminal shit to the South because that's how they eat up there.
So what you basically saying, if we had a sense of nationality, it'd be more morals. We'll be more morally accountable to some of the actions because of the teachings of our ancestors.
Exactly. And that's the thing.
So we knew, if our people knew that, if you knew that you was royalty at one point in time, and you know you would act
differently.
Such, right?
Okay, so let me ask you something, Mr. Producer. If we go down into like the hood, right?
Yeah.
If we ask those brothers and sisters down there, say, hey, listen, what's your nationality? If we ask 10 different people, 10 different blacks down there, what's your nationality? What would they say?
Black.
What else?
Shit, American.
What else? African American.
Some.
Kemet. Everything except what we truly are. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is all of those things, it sets a precedent of what? It sets a precedent of actually being confused about who and what we are. And by doing that, the door is open. So all these other nationalities come into our community and they manipulate our community and they make money off of our community. And they don't put anything back.
Right.
So it opens the Pandora's box for our people or our young people to be what? Criminals. You and I sit back and we analyze certain things going on with a lot of the black women, single mothers. And I often say this, Mr. Producer. This is not indicative or encompass all black women, but women cannot teach a young man how to be what? A man.
What you mean? Can't no woman teach a man how to be a man.
That's my point.
Ain't no indicative to some.
Well, what I'm saying,
ain't one woman that's been birthed can teach a man how to be a man. Zero. The simple math.
The point of what I'm saying is this, Mr. Producer. Some of them have pawpaw, or they have a structure around to help facilitate these young men into men. But most of the ones that are in that setting, two things are going to come out of it. They're going to be what?
Shit, I don't know.
They're going to end up being confused about their sexuality.
Oh.
Or
they're going
to prison.
Yeah.
Or
be over emotional.
And that's the case with most of them.
Yeah.
Today. You understand what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
So how do we fix that, Mr. Producer?
Shit, we gotta. I mean, people don't want to hear it, but
it ain't about what they want to hear.
I'm just saying, like, people don't want to hear it, but it's like it. In order for us to correct it, I mean, a lot of the guys, they gonna have to be mentors. They gonna have to mentor some of these young guys.
Hold on.
People don't want to hear it, but like, a lot of these guys, they gonna have to be mentors. I ain't necessarily saying that you gotta be a stepdaddy or anything like that, cause you know some of these crazy ass women don't need no man, but But a lot of us got to step up and be mentors to some of these young men before it's too late.
Well,
Because I mean, it's like you go outside and you look around. People, they live for the moment. You know, everybody live for the moment. Ain't nobody thinking about the future, and it's not bright. We don't talk about, you know, the kids, the young men, the young ladies that are smart or are striving to be great, that's trying to change the world. All we highlight is the ratchet shit
right.
and the death and destruction and the shit.
But
Yeah.
why is that though? That is, Mr. Producer. I'm glad you went there. And this is one of the things that we were talking about the music. We were talking about Thug and them earlier.
Yeah.
Well, Thug and some of the other guys I have. We were talking about Rollo and them earlier, right? But this is the thing. The stuff, the music that being produced is condoned by the people that's bombing the shit out of the Palestinians.
Yeah,
They give us the agenda, right?
Right, they pushing it. Ain't no.
And so there's no structure.
Right.
All alone, they're walking the earth telling the people that they're us. You understand what I'm saying? We're listed as what? 2 continents. So these other nationalities come into our community and they set up stores in our community and they manipulate the stores and they take all the wealth out. And then we like crabs in a bucket. What we do? We're fighting over the crumbs falling off the goddamn table.
My analogy, it ain't even. It's deeper than the crab in the bucket. If you ask me, every other nationality from Mexican or Hispanic, Asian, Arabian, all on everybody they set up they shop in our neighborhoods because they look at us as cattle. And we got infinite amount of milk and meat, because we ain't ever gonna get together to combat it. You know, it's easily enough money. It's easily enough money between us to where we can put something together where we won't need nobody. But everybody, they come in, they set up shop and they milk the cows. That's all we is cattle. Between us and the ones that do try to start a business and, you know, try to get ahead, a lot of folks don't take us serious, and our people damn sure ain't gonna shop with us. Say we too high.
Well, Mr. Producer, this is the thing. This is what I love about this city here, is that blacks support black businesses. Okay, they do. Now, you go down to some of the other areas of, you know, we could name. You know, you got the people of other nationalities there. The Hindus, they got the stores. You know, they're making money. But this is the thing, right? This is why I was telling you, Mr. Producer, about the aspect of your friend that engaged you on a lot of the content. Like, why the fuck he ain't out there trying to change the dynamics in the community?
I mean, he be out there trying to eat, but he do it the way he do it.
Like, what way is that?
I'm saying.
What way is that?
I mean, I'm not finna.
From what I'm saying,
I'm not finna sit here and say I ain't taking up for him or this, that. I mean, but facts is fact. I mean,
what are the facts?
I'm saying the man, the pastor, he do help people.
What I'm saying
when
is,
it makes sense, when it makes total sense. You know what I'm saying? He does help people.
Like I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
Hold on.
We have a pandemic. Listen.
I give you an example.
Okay.
I give you an example.
Come on with it.
He made a good point. Like, it was a woman. She asked. You know, she asked him for his help or whatever. Her son got locked up. So he was like, what am I supposed to do? But ended up being her son, ended up committing some crimes. He wasn't gonna be in jail long, but he snitched on a lot of people. So he was already labeled a rat, and they killed him. So I mean, like he said, like,
so how did he help the young man?
What can I do? I can't do nothing. he sealed his own deal. But I'm just saying, man.
But you say he helped. You say he helped.
He go out and talk to the youth. You know what I'm saying? He barbecue for them. Just try to give people hope.
So barbecuing for people is helping them.
I'm saying he talking to him.
Talking to him.
I don't know what the man's saying to him, but I'm just
okay.
saying.
But you came on as an orator of saying that this man is out. What I'm saying. Hold on.
Everybody is just okay. Just like you done been here.
Okay.
You done been here for a minute. You feel like you a chief.
No, I don't.
I'm just saying you feel like you a leader.
No, I don't.
You like to do stuff in order the way you like to do stuff. I like to do stuff in a way that I like to do.
Mr. Producer, this is the point.
Me and you, we can coincide. I mean, we can coexist because we'll bump heads, but
because we're alpha male.
But we'll end up working together.
Listen, this is the thing. This is what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is doing stuff for people is getting results at the end of the day. Where are the results? That's what I'm asking you. So this is what I'm saying.
I get you on that.
Okay, it's simple.
It's hard to get to the young man.
So the point is what I'm telling you, right?
Yeah.
All right. We down in our native city, we have a situation with a young man now that's a part of Damian Pickett.
Yeah.
They coming at him. This individual has gone out and basically said because Damian supported Stephen Reed, he's not going to support the guy. What the fuck? Like, I mean, who would do some shit like that? But at the end of the day, you got to realize it's much larger than a fucking vote, man. We're talking about something that affects you, me, and him, and every other black person out here. And it doesn't necessarily have to be centralized in Montgomery. But it's a thing it's a thing, Mr. Producer, that affects us all. That's why you saw black people from all across the nation identify with the problem because they saw themselves in that situation. How is it that you a goddamn minister, but you say, well, man, because he voted for somebody, I can't. That's some fuck shit, man. That's complete fuckery, bruh. That is the whole point. That is the whole point. That is complete fuckery. And so for you to go out here, you're talking about, man, that there's crime or there are criminals. That's the people that are committing these acts of violence. They're not criminals. They're committing crimes against the community because the community lacks what? Leadership. You're supposed to be a leader. You're supposed to go out there and minister to you're a goddamn minister. If you're a minister, you're supposed to go out and do what?
Minister to the people.
You're supposed to minister to the people. That's the whole point of what I'm saying. I'm saying you got guys from Chicago. Those guys up there, man, you got what's it, gangster disciples and all. Those guys are criminals, bruh. They're doing shit for what? For survival.
Right.
They doing shit because they feed themselves. All this other shit that you and I have seen going on, the shit is just primarily, it's a knockoff, bruh. That's what it is. It has no bearing, it has no weight to it. And that's what I'm saying. We have too many. Everybody out here want to be fucking chiefs. But a chief does what? He leads his people. And he doesn't pick.
I can say this.
He doesn't pick sides based upon
some of the stuff, some of the solutions that he was putting out there. I mean, they made sense. I mean, yeah, he one of the leaders of the community, but like he said, okay, he gave me a good example. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, we just dialecting, man. He gave me a good example. He was like, you know, at one point in time, you used to see the police presence ride up and down, you know, neighborhood patrol areas, so it'll make people less likely to commit a crime because, you know, every 45 minutes to an hour, you know, cop gonna patrol. They said we ain't got that no more, man. We ain't got that no more. I mean, he's making some good points. Like, you got crime everywhere, but it could be better. It could be better. I don't know. You know why everything? Why the police force down there so lackadaisical? You know, it's. But he made some.
Well,
good
okay,
points,
so
man.
so if that's the case, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna hold your feet to the fire on that, right? If that's what it is, if you feel like he made a good point,
he made some pretty good.
Okay, so the point that you say he's made will be based off of the fact of the mayor there is no good. That's what that.
I'm not gonna say that.
Well, that's exactly what it is. You know, hold on, Mr. Producer. Wait a minute. Hold on. Listen to me. Just be quiet and listen. Be quiet and listen. Let me make my point.
Go ahead.
Now you know that's what I'm saying. I'm a tactician at this shit. Okay. Let me tell you why I say what I said.
Well, both of y'all feel the same way. I don't.
I'm gonna tell you why I say what I say. I don't feel like I feel.
Go ahead.
Ain't no fucking way in hell he feels like I feel.
Go ahead.
This is the point. You just said out of your mouth, right?
Yeah.
You said he made a good point that there's no police presence. And that's what you just said.
Yeah.
So that would fall back on who? Who's the mayor?
Saying.
No, who's the mayor?
Stephen.
Okay, so that would fall back on who?
Probably be the chief.
Okay.
The chief
no, it falls back on the leadership. What he's saying, you said it's poor leadership. Did you not say that?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay, now let me say this. This is what a lot of people don't know, right?
Yeah.
We ain't in the same circles no more. You know that.
Right.
All right. I was with Friday, Mr. Producer.
Mayor Jackson?
Jackson, Mississippi.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Some other important people. Stephen Reed was in Atlanta Friday.
Yeah.
Okay? I didn't talk to him, but what I'm saying is, Mr. Producer, I got a chance to talk to this brother. You know, we exchange information, phone numbers, and all this other stuff. I mean, we're strategizing on some. We are going to strategize on some things.
For sure.
Okay, this brother. You know, we talked about the situation with Damian Pickett. How is it that this guy is the mayor of Jackson, Mississippi? I talked to other mayors that were there, right?
Yeah. Black
mayors. This is like a black mayor's conference they had here. How is it that these guys, and when I like, we exchange phone numbers. They gonna come on the show. But how is it that they're concerned? They've heard about what's going on with Damian Pickett, but we got people in the city don't. And I say it. I'm generalizing. This is plural. It's not plural. It's singular because we're talking about a certain individual. But what I'm telling you is the fact that we are dealing with a matter of this man said, I can't do such and such because this man supported. So what if he's in that situation? Huh? What if you or I in that situation?
He's not gonna do that, man.
Say what now?
I'm saying he's an upstanding citizen. He's not gonna put himself in that position, man.
Okay, all right. Well, I see now that you are full of goddamn sarcasm tonight.
What do you?
And I ain't with the fuckery.
I'm just, man. The dude is a pastor of a church.
What the fuck being a pastor of a church mean, Mr. Producer?
He's not finna do anything. Like I don't know. I don't know the story. I don't know why he won't support this brother. I don't know. I know it's wrong what they trying to do to Damian.
Okay, so if you know it's wrong,
I know it's wrong.
Are you supporting it?
What they doing?
No. I answer my question.
No, I'm saying,
are you supporting Damian Pickett?
Yeah, I'm with him. I want him.
Okay, so why are you supporting him?
Because these people put out a false statement against this man.
They didn't put out a false statement on him. What they did, Mr. Producer, was
they're trying. They saying he attacked them.
Right.
That's false.
No, well, what they're doing is,
I'm saying they making this dude
Mr.
life.
Producer. Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. This is what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
They didn't put out a false statement on Damian. What they're doing is they're trying to complicate his life because they know that he's had some shady things in the past. And they're trying to bring those things back up so he's held accountable on those things. All along by doing that, and Every black person, every black man out there is gonna have some shit. You and I got shit that's in the system today. This pastor you talking about, he got shit on him. So everybody got some shit that's in the past that could come back present. That's the point. But what I'm saying is, you say you support Damien, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You just said the pastor was an outstanding person. That's what you said, right?
I said he was outstanding. I said he a pastor.
You didn't say he was outstanding?
I don't know if I said
Okay,
that.
okay.
I
well, I think you
I
did.
don't know. Maybe
I think you did, but
I just said I
okay,
don't
okay.
think he
Well,
would,
but
doing no nigga shit.
but this that's nigga shit. But this is the thing. This is the thing, Mr. Producer.
Yeah.
If you're a man of the cloth, right? Christianity, which is paganism, teaches what? What does it teach? Oh, Jesus loves everybody. Ain't that what they teach?
Yeah, that's what they teach.
Okay, then. So, if Jesus loves everybody and you're a pastor, you follow in the steps of your Christianity, then why he's not supporting Damien? Why he can't? So he can't put aside that Damien voted for Stephen Reed to support this man? Huh?
Yeah, man, I don't really understand that either. Man.
I mean, but goddamn, you up here making a defense for him.
I'm saying that the man made he had some good.
That
point.
That's not a good point.
I'm not
Dude.
talking about the point why he ain't supporting David. I'm just saying some of the points he made about.
Listen, man. Listen, we all conclude that we have crime in our community, but the variations, the difference in crime. What I'm saying is, we have in our community, we have guys that are criminals that do shit because this is how they feed themselves and their family. A man that's selling drugs is what? He's a criminal. Is he not?
Most definitely. Okay,
because he's doing what? He's poisoning his community, so he reaped the benefits of it. That's a criminal. Okay?
Right.
You might have somebody say, damn, man, I need to make more money. I need to do this. I need to do that. He's doing it out of necessity. He's doing it because of what? I need more. I want more. That's a crime. A man that sits back and doesn't give a shit if he gives dope to my son or my daughter or your son or your daughter, as long as he reaps the benefits of that, that is a man with a criminal mind state. Yes, we have that in our community.
Yeah.
But you also have a man out there might want to subsidize his income. He might go out there and say, well, I'm going to jump out there and do such and such for a short time because I need to do this. That is a crime of necessity. That is a crime of need more or want more. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
But going back to the issue of when we have things matters that come up, if you know the person hadn't done anything wrong, Mr. Producer, Damien didn't do anything wrong, Mr. Producer. He was only defending himself.
Most definitely.
So you're telling me because this man exercised his right to vote for somebody that you didn't like who he voted for, that now you say, well, fuck him? Come on, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you.
You understand what I'm saying?
Pretty deep. That's pretty deep, man.
Well, it's not all that deep. It's on the surface. And I'm just simply telling you, Mr. Producer, that the shit is wrong. And this is why we as collectively, as a people, will never advance, because we have too many people that think like this person think. And it's a form of bigotry and jealousy toward each other. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. And that's at some point in time, if leaders go out here and change the dynamics of their community. They don't see a man out there goddamn drowning and don't throw him a fucking life raft or jump in there to go get him.
Yeah.
They ain't no fucking leader, man. That is a man with his own personal fucking agenda that he's concerned about. That's what that is. And I don't fuck with nobody like that. Period. Or you can think how the fuck you want to feel about it. I don't give a shit, but I'm telling you, I don't fuck with nobody like that, man. And then this is the other thing. I got a fucking track record. Do I not? Mr. Producer?
Yeah.
I got a track record. How many people out there can say they did what I did for the goddamn community?
It ain't many.
Okay then.
It ain't many that's alive.
So the point is what I'm telling you, Mr. Producer, is, it's a simple fix. Like the ones out there that are criminals, Mr. Producer, you can't change that landscape of them. That's all they know. You understand what I'm saying? But the man that's out there, it's one of the reasons why you try to talk to our kids to change the dynamics of what our kids are doing. And you, excuse me, you try to reach the kids early, because when you can reach them early, you can prevent them from going out there doing certain things where they become criminals.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Give me that video where the young men robbed the Amazon truck. That was here.
Damn.
Now, people ain't seen this one here.
This has a different angle?
It's a different angle, right. Pole angle. So, Mr. Producer.
God damn.
Check it out. So, this is what I'm saying. This kind of shit here makes it difficult for crime. This is why a lot of businesses will leave, guess what? Your community. What Big Mama do? She live in the projects. Somebody send her something. Prime like, fuck, we can't go in there. That kind of shit ain't happening in Montgomery. What you know that somebody went and robbed the fucking Prime truck in Montgomery? Huh?
God damn, they like little rats.
Look, see him? Now let me ask you something, Mr. Producer. Any black fathers in those kids' life, you think?
I don't know, man. The survey probably say no.
If your son did some shit like that, what would you do to him, man? Huh?
I had to beat him to the inch of his life, man.
Because guess what? If you don't chastise your child who's out there doing this criminal shit here, the system is not going to ask you to chastise them.
Shit, they going to do it.
And they going to kill him.
They got somewhere for him.
And this is why I'm telling you, this is the back alleyway right here, right? Behind the apartment. See that? Look at this shit, man. That shit ain't going on down there in Montgomery, Mr. Producer. It ain't happening. And they're smart enough to cover their face. But all you got to do is catch one of them, and they'll sing like the Commodores. What you bet?
Man, I believe it.
And so what I'm saying, Mr. Producer, nothing is wrong with teaching young men how to work, man. How to earn an honest living, bruh. Nothing is wrong with that. Now they don't
saying they got all this footage. I'm saying today, well, you can't really identify, huh?
Yeah, they cover it. But law enforcement working on it. But this is what I'm saying to you, Mr. Producer. The sister that was out delivering those packages, right? That was somebody's shit they paid for, man.
Yeah, man.
Now, I want you to think about all of the technology we have to conduct the Chris Miles show, right? Just say, we had a couple of computers or something that we waiting on that we ordered through Amazon Prime, right? We waiting on our shit, and then these young hoodlums go and take our shit that we paid for. I mean, so what I'm saying is, we're talking about the leadership in the black community has failed. That's what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, let me pull something.
I'm saying, man, but I mean, I just don't see the crime element. I mean, it starts at home, man. We groom our children before they go out into the world. So,
right,
you know what I'm saying? It ain't the city or the city officials, responsibility to raise the children. Cause if something happens, they gonna lock them up. They gonna put them in juvenile.
So exactly.
Like so it starts at home.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I was talking about the 2-parent unit. If the 2-parent unit ain't there to raise or chastise those kids properly, there's a single parent in there. The kids are not going to get the essentials that they need to be productive citizens.
Out here, man, they criminals.
Who?
A lot of these single mothers out here criminals.
Exactly. And so what I'm saying,
they selling food stamps, they shoplifting, got the babies stealing clothes. Shit. For all we know, it could be a single mother like, man, y'all go watch the Amazon.
So that's why I asked you a minute ago.
Y'all go watch the Amazon.
So, Mr. Producer, listen, you are confirming my points, brother. I asked you a minute ago. I say, were there prevalent black fathers in those kids' life? You just said yourself, the behavior is triggered by who? The mothers. And the whole point is what I'm saying is, a lot of these mothers, some of them, not all of them, they're in these Christian churches, man. They are.
No, not the ones that's doing these crimes.
I'm not saying that, but you have some that do go. Here, a lot of them go. So the ministers ain't stepping up to help be a nurturer to the young men, but guess what? They will nurture. Huh?
They'll nurture.
Huh?
What?
You know what they're gonna nurture. They're gonna put wood on the mothers.
What?
Come on, man.
Man, come on, no, man. I don't know pastor do no stuff like that, man.
Yeah, okay, man. All right.
Come on now, man.
Well, you know what? We gonna shut down the show then.
What you mean? I'm saying
it's either they doing that or they plugging the little boys in there.
God damn.
And you know I'm telling the truth.
Man.
Am I lying?
Man,
or do I need to provide you that information
I
too?
don't want to see that, man. I don't want to see that, man.
I'm saying, Mr. Producer, what you on tonight, man?
Ain't no name. I'm just saying, man. Just trying to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, man.
Man, come on, but you're not doing that.
I want to see everybody win, man.
Well,
okay,
all right. So you know what? The next time you order something, and the people call you up and say, "Well, you're not getting it's going to probably be another 2 weeks or maybe 30 days because we got to wait for to get it in. We'll refund you the money back, and maybe you can go elsewhere because some young man has taken or stolen what you paid for." Then what are you gonna say, Mr. Producer?
Man,
you gonna be pissed off?
Yeah, I'm be mad.
You and I have this conversation every day about the system, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like it's really a thing of disinformation. It's disinformation that people are not necessarily up on or privy to.
Right.
And statistics states, Mr. Producer, yeah, there are crime elements or crime syndicates within our community. That is true. But what I'm telling you is those problems are fixable. And it's fixable because black men have to step up. Even if you don't have children, you have to step up and be mentors to the kids because you don't want the kids to go down the path.
That's what I was saying.
Of being caught up in the system.
Right.
Because the system is going to fuck them. The system ain't going to do nothing beneficial for them. It's going to basically fuck over them.
Most definitely.
And that's why I'm telling you that when you have certain individuals out there that will say, well, you know, such and such, and I can't do this, I can't do that. Well, guess what? You're failing the children. That's the whole point, Mr. Producer. Everybody, it is a cohesive unit. You went back here, was it a month ago? You went to a football game, right?
Yeah.
What did you say when you left the football game? Because you were pretty pissed off. You called me from the game going off.
Which one?
The high school game.
Oh, man. Just seeing how. I think they done straightened it up since then, man. But it was just bad, man. They wasn't coached. The boys looked sloppy. I don't know. It was just poor leadership out there. That was poor leadership.
Okay, then. So thank you, and that's why I brought the subject matter back up. It's poor leadership out there on the field, right? That's what you said, right? Is it not poor? Is it not poor leadership in our community? It's the same shit. The same shit that's on the field is out here that's being conducted every day. There's no fucking leadership. So in the process, Mr. Producer, what happens? We get the tail end of everything that's deplorable.
Yeah.
That's it. So, at some point in time, Mr. Producer, the dynamics has to change. But the dynamics can only improve by what? By everybody
participating.
Come on, man. Come on now. You said yourself that day you went to the game, you were so disenchanted with it. You said, man, I need to get involved with this. You were just talking about how the other team looked. The uniform, the parents were out there. Even when you played football, what did you tell me, man?
Ain't nobody come watch me.
Mr. Producer, when you played football, you was talking about the other parents out there. They did fundraisers.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, and they were doing fundraisers. They made sure, because they kids were playing. But I'm saying.
So why can't we keep our kids from going down the path of that? That's what this show is about.
Man.
Because of what?
A lot of times, it just be the mamas out there, man. And the mamas, they just be praying that their son good enough so they can get to college and get to NFL.
Yeah, but them. I mean, but everybody can't be LeBron James, Mr. Producer.
But the white kids, they daddy, they daddy made some of themselves, so they the ones that donate and make stuff better, man.
So we understand what the system is, right?
Yeah, man, we messed up out here, man. But I'm saying, like you said, we gotta band together and become one. We gotta lift each other up. But we gotta do it together, man. Cause they already, everybody else gotta figure it out except us.
So, Mr. Producer,
gotta figure it out except us.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
If everybody has it figured out except us, right?
Yeah.
And you got people out there that has it figured out, that won't participate because they have an agenda. How do we right this wrong, or wrong this right?
We just gotta keep finding people, man.
But all you can do,
everybody ain't gonna come. Everybody ain't gonna come. Everybody can't go. We just gotta find the key parts, man. We just got I don't know. It ain't hard to do. I think I was watching something. I think it's more so a fear of creating something significant and having somebody come and tear it down because we progressing. I think we still got that stigma on us.
Oh, the stigma is definitely there.
If we create something great and our people start prospering, people gonna come down on us and try to take it away and try to destroy it.
Well, Mr. Producer, let me ask you something, man.
I think our people,
you and I
still licking them wounds.
Can say this, right? I am always excited to see black people prosper. You go out and start a business. I'm trying to support your business. What can I do to help your business?
Right.
Let's grow together. But everybody don't see things how I see things. That's why I tell a lot of people need to go where I've been so you can find out really what camaraderie is.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, this shit it's a form of survival. And that's why I'm saying, like, these kids out here. I had a situation, Mr. Producer, I told you about it. A friend of mine has an optical shop. And this kid came in, okay? Single mother. She had 2 kids. And the little boy was 14 years old. And the kid had stigmatism he had it like really bad, right?
Yeah.
And the kid had been, all of these, I know about 3 years, hadn't really had his eyes checked. He couldn't see.
Yeah, I can relate.
And the thing was, I looked at the kid, man. Looked at his mom, looked at his sister. And so this individual told him, say, go back to that wall and read it. And he struggled. So I don't know if he couldn't read it or he just couldn't see it.
Yeah.
So I called, I said, come here, young man. I say, you see what I'm sitting? Stand right there and read it. Can you see that? And he said, what line? I said, what line you see? He said 5. But shit, 5 from where I'm sitting is like looking where you are. Like, I mean, I could read down to 8 there and see. So I'm just like, can he read?
Yeah.
Do you know his alphabet? I don't know. But the thing that grabbed me, Mr. Producer, was I'm looking at the kid like, damn, dude, when you get older, man, like the world is it's a tough place, bruh. This shit out here for us, this shit hard, man. Like, we get up every day, man, like chasing money, man. And you chase this shit, then you croak over and you die.
Man.
And that's why I'm saying, man. That's why I'm saying, man. Our leadership, from the people that we see on television, from Al Sharp, they all have failed black people, man. When you see all of these other nationalities in your goddamn community taking your resources and they're taking it over to feed their kids, and not only are they taking it over to feed their kids, they are living well off of your resources. Their kids going to the top schools. Our kids going to the school in the hood, they dodging bullets, all kind of shit. The books ain't up to where they need to be. And the federal government is talking about the Republicans. They're talking about cutting funding or rerouting the funding out to one of the charter schools. So it furthers breaks down the system, and our kids struggle. They suffer.
Yeah. And
this shit helps to turn the kids into what? Criminals. Because there's no black father there to chastise that child, to beat that child ass when he's out of order. You just said yourself on the Amazon situation. What you said, the mother was probably encouraging that dumb shit, man.
They don't see one thing about having a black father or father period in the household, you see a man that's disciplined. He get up every
Exactly.
morning. He the first one up every morning.
Right.
Getting ready to go to work and, provide for his family. So the children, they start noticing that. They see, dang, daddy, he up before me. Getting ready to put that work in, you know what I'm saying? Getting ready to make my life
exactly. Easy. It's structure, Mr. Producer. It's right. It's structure.
But,
so the kids see like, damn, my daddy.
These days, the kids, they get up first. The mama's still in the bed with the door closed. Shit, got the young nigga up in there. Shit, they beating at the door, want you to come in there. Mom, I'm hungry. Go in there, eat you some cereals.
Some noodles.
Some noodles.
Raymane noodles.
Definitely some damn noodles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, about 10:30. She finally wake up. Nigga come out of there, pop the little kid on top of his head. And she, it's terrible, man. It's devastating for a young man or, you know what I'm saying, especially a little girl to have to see that.
Come
every
on,
day,
man. And then what's the sad part about it is you have a lot of them goddamn men there. They be trying to push up on if the girl is between 14, 21.
A lot of people don't talk about that enough, man. Mama got all these men coming in and, the baby girl growing up, they looking at her too, man. Sickening.
So that's why I'm saying, man. That's why I'm saying. That's why this very topic, Mr. Producer, is so essential. And this is what I'm saying. For you to sit here and talk about, man, it's poor leadership. Motherfucker, you supposed to be the leader. You supposed to be going out there talking to the changing the dynamics of the stories within the community. That's what you supposed to be doing. You understand? It ain't up to the mayor or somebody else. The mayor kid ain't out there goddamn shooting up the fucking community.
The mayor raising his kids, right?
You understand what I'm saying? He there.
He showing
his guess what his son doing? His son's shit. I'm gonna goddamn run for president. My daddy was the mayor. You understand what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
So you can't blame the shit on the mayor. You got to blame the shit on fucking pastors.
I mean, it started at home.
Fuck. Yeah, it started at home.
First,
Listen, let me say this, Mr. Producer. Let me ask you a question, right?
I get what you're saying.
No.
Just
hold on. Listen.
Has more close relationship with more people.
Let me read something to you.
I think the pastor touched more people.
Let me read something to you.
Than the mayor.
Let me read something to you.
Read to me, man.
Okay.
Man, you get bring one of them, man. What that is?
Man, something for your nature, man.
Why you? Hey.
Okay. This is Jeremiah. I got some more. I'll get some over to you, man. Okay. All right. Jeremiah 23:1. You listening, right?
Yeah.
Woe, listen. Woe
Whoa.
be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pastures, says the Lord. The word woe means what? Destruction.
God damn, you gonna do them like that?
No, I didn't do nothing. I am reading to you what's in the Bible.
You gonna pull the sword out like that, man?
Yeah, so the sword was pulled. So the point is, this is the point here, Mr. Producer. This is the point, right? Yes, structure starts at home, right? But let me ask you something. During the civil rights movement, what was the central unit of the black community, Mr. Producer?
The fathers.
No.
Oh, the pastors.
Come on, man. It was the church.
Pastor Martin Luther King.
Everything that was conducted what? Around the church.
Yeah.
So it's safe to say that the reason that the crime, or we got criminals in the black community, is because of the pastors. I would go on, I would be satisfied to say that. Now, am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Okay. My point is made. Because guess what? Let's go back to when the children of Israel, the Lord left them in the wilderness, how many years, Mr. Producer?
When at 40?
40 years.
40 years.
Right? So why did he leave them out there?
So the old heads will die off.
Okay. Right. And guess what else they were doing? Now, Moses and them were what? They were the preachers, were they not?
Yeah.
So every time the Most High had an issue, who he went to?
Moses.
He went to Moses. Because Moses was what?
The preacher.
He was a preacher, man. So,
damn, man, you really broke that down.
the point is what I'm telling you, Mr. Producer, is it's a simple fix in our community. It's simple. The pastor could go out here today and say, listen, stop spending money with these people that don't spend money in our community. It's simple. These people they ain't putting nothing back in our community. Don't you spend no money with them. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, I agree with you on that now.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You don't want to spend no money with nobody. Okay, hey, Carolyn. I believe a man need to. Okay, and so let's do this. Nisha Brown said hello. That was an hour ago. Carolyn Glenn. Hey, Carolyn. She said, I believe a man need to raise these kids. Women aren't strong enough.
I agree.
Thank you, Carolyn. That's all.
What I say, man.
That is
a
the
lot of men ain't gonna like it, but I mean, we really do have to mentor these young boys because you know, I mean, you can't dwell on the mistakes that, you know what I'm saying, some of these young ladies make because they weren't raised properly. They don't know what to look for in a man, so all they know is what they know. So I'm not sitting here saying I'm not sitting here telling men to, oh man, go pay, you know, these women bills and this. No, if you see a troubled teen or a troubled young man, just, you know, hey brother, it's a better way. Let me show you something different. You know, that's what I mean by mentoring.
Mr. Producer, let me say something to you, right?
Yeah.
You and I know certain females, do we not?
Yeah, we know a lot of them.
Okay. A lot of them are what? Single mothers, correct? We've offered advice to them.
All of them, yeah.
We've offered advice to them to help, to be mentors to the young men in their households. Have we not?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
What happens when we do that? What the mothers do?
Shit, turn to some type of monster.
Okay.
Yell, kick and scream.
That's the point. That's
I know how to raise my children. I don't need your input. I don't need you to tell me what to do.
But what they asking you for though, Mr. Producer?
Oh shit, they need the bill paid.
Okay then.
Shit.
And you ain't engaged, you ain't smashing or nothing, right? You just friends, right?
That's it.
Okay then. All right. So these are the things that I'm talking about.
I got this. He don't need to listen to you. He got a daddy.
But the dad ain't doing that for him. This is what's wrong with our community. This is why we have a criminal mind state in our community versus the things that go on in other communities. This is why these young men are out here picking up guns and they don't value life. That's the whole point. They don't value life. And the structure from the top all the way down to the bottom is broken. That's the whole point, people. Anything you want to say, Mr. Producer, before we get ready to exit?
Nah, man, I just think the subject matter is really interesting, man, and I just know a lot of these kids, man, they still have a chance while they kids, even though they have committing crimes or do little criminal shit, man. You know, it's kids, man, growing pain, but it's not too late to reach out and try to save them. Some of them might be too far gone, but it's up to us to try to reach them because they the future. They the future. Just imagine 10, 15 years from now, the kids that you see on all these videos doing this criminal shit. Now they 25, they 30, they can't read, they can't write. I'm saying, if they still living a life of crime, shit, they gonna be in prison. Or they gonna be dead.
Thank you, Mr. Producer. Now you make my point,
now,
right?
When women sit here and say, well, the good black men there, it's gonna be more men locked up, more men dead. So it ain't no more. So, we gotta grab the rope, man, plant our feet in the ground, man, and pull. Or the ship gonna sink, man.
Well, very great point, very elegant point that you made, and that's all I was saying all along, Mr. Producer, is that those are the intangibles, what you laid out, perfectly laid out, that changes the landscape of where we are and get the ball to moving down the field. Like I'm just saying, like we have not come to a conclusion of the structure point. And a part of, let me just say this. I was listening to this guy one day, right? You know him too. And they were saying that the whole thing with the Vietnam era, right? They took black men from 68, the year I was born, from 68, they started moving black men to Vietnam. A lot of them didn't come back. A lot of them went over there, got with the Vietnamese women. They started following. Same. That's what happened with Dennis Rodman dad. Yeah. He went like, shit, fuck it, I ain't going back. He got about 40 kids over there. Man. He's in his goddamn 70s. He's still fathering kids, laying wood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the point is, Mr. Producer, is that I see it being fixable, man. And kids want to be nurtured. They want to be loved, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. And little boys, man, little boys have to be around manly shit. They need to go out, eat a little dirt, go out there and play in the dirt, go out there and ground. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do boys thing. You know, they up in the house. They ain't doing nothing constructive. You know, the women in there, they got the shoes. The little boy, like, what's the name of the basketball? What's Wade? Yeah. He say he sit around his mom. He's sitting in there. He putting on women clothing and the dresses and the women's shoes. Now look what happened to his little boy.
Type of whole ass shit that is. Man.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, whatever it is, you know. Yeah. And I'm saying, man, it's in the eyesight of the Most High, man. All of this stuff is wrong, but it's fixable, and it's fixable because if everybody care like we care, then you know what I'm saying. I don't have an agenda, Mr. Producer, but I know one day I got to get out of here. I know it could be tonight.
Yeah, man. We just,
I'm just saying the whole thing is I pray.
Just trying to plant seeds, man.
That's it. So the seed that I plant is when it's my time to go. I just want the Most High to know that I tried to be. I'm not perfect. I'm a long way. I'm flawed like a motherfucker. But the fact is, I tried to do right about the Most High's will, and I tried to do right about myself and mankind. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I can do.
That's it.
But nobody can go out here and say that Chris Miles had a fucking agenda that was his agenda, and I was a fucking loser. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, Mr. Producer. And then the fact is, you got to look at, like you talking about the kids are our future. If you truly believe the kids are our future, then you want to do everything that's manageable to help these kids be the future. I'm gonna say this before I close and go, right? Mr. Producer, I was sharing something with you about my grandson the other day, right? Me and you talked about it in length, did we not? What I said I had to do.
Shit, you had to go talk. You had to go have let's sit down with him.
I had to sit down with him. He was with me all yesterday.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Hey, look here, little, this is, you ain't finna be, shit with your mom. Your mom is my daughter. So, we got to get some understanding. I had to have a talk with his mama.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, you don't antagonize kids, man. You do certain shit you don't do. You feel me? And that is the whole thing. But I'm saying it's a thing where we all work together. Right. I was a school teacher, so I know the elements that it takes to correct and rectify problems, Mr. Producer. You understand what I'm saying? And the shit is fixable, my man. It's fixable. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, anything you want to say before we end this shit?
No, man. You said it all.
I don't know if I said it all, but I said my share.
You said enough.
Anyway, people, hope you all enjoyed the show. We shooting Wednesday?
Yeah, we should be.
Okay. All right, couple of things before we go. We spoke in length about Damian Pickett. His arraignment is Tuesday, correct?
Yes.
All right, so I'm heading to Montgomery. We hope to film, but I don't know. We gonna try to do our part, but we'll be there Tuesday. I don't know the time. We'll try to post it. And Wednesday we'll be back. If it's only for 15 minutes, we'll be back in the Wednesday show, right? Everybody out there, be safe. This is a new week. Be safe and take care. And we'll see you guys back Wednesday, most high willing. All right? As always, I always say, you want to say it, Mr. Producer?
Hold on, man. I'm laying, man. Okay, hold on. Yeah. The moving finger rights moves on.
The moving finger rights.
Has written. Moves on.
There you go.
Good day.